Cubo2 here for a little bit of a different video. You can see I'm not on the current version of Minecraft. It doesn't even say Java Edition. We're in 1.6.4 Forge, and if you're wondering why, well, you're not wondering why because you probably read the title. So yeah, let's get right into it. This may give it away, DM 1.6.4. But again, you've already read the title. So yeah, today, I have the Steve skin. Wow, look at that. Today we're in 1.6.4. Why? Because we're going to be playing a very old version of the Dalek mod. Just for nostalgia's sake, I first started, knowing about the mod through UDWF1's update videos back in like these days. And this is one of those very early updates. I didn't even actually properly play the mod until update 40, so this is going to be a new experience for me. But yeah, this is just a very old version of Minecraft. Doesn't look too different on the surface, but the generation's a little weird, but trust me, it is different. Look at that, there's literally a rose. I actually added these flowers back to the Dalek mod not too long ago, which is fun. If we go down to this tab, for example, we have a couple of things in here that are worth looking over. I haven't played this yet. This is my first experience with it. So, yeah, we're basically just going to look through all the tabs, see what we can find. What is that? Oh, block of coal, because this is when they just added that to Minecraft. Alright, so that's just from the first two tabs. We have this Peter Cushing movie doctor. It's the statue, which they have statues nowadays, but, well, actually, they did in 1.12. I don't think they do in 1.16, but yeah, this is relatively similar to how they are now. They're a little different. Obviously, the skins are quite different. And this was from 2013, before Capaldi was properly the Doctor in Series 8, so they just have him in Matt Smith's outfit. But I think this is even before Time of the Doctor came out, so they didn't know he wasn't going to have the bow tie, so yeah. And for some reason, Smith's outfit is blue instead of the more purpley color it should be. This is so nostalgic, because I remember these so well, and I remember UDWF1 wearing this exact skin for a while. Oh, they don't even have textures. Interesting. Special Weapons Dalek statue. This was recently re-added to 1.12, and it's in 1.16, so yeah. Technically nothing new here, except that the model and texture is just different, but the item itself is still in. Oh, there's some glitches there. Dalek Pumpkin. They have this in at least 1.12, except I think it actually behaved a little more like an actual pumpkin back then, which is funny. Steel block, the old texture for that. That is just so cool. It's not too different than what we have nowadays, but it's still pretty cool, honestly. And then Dalekanium block. This is very different how it is today. Yeah, let's just keep moving on. Oh, check that out. TARDIS command blocks. I remember these. I had these in 1.12 too, I believe, but not 1.16. Okay, they only had 3 TARDISes in this update. Just for clarification, I don't know what update this is, but only 3 TARDISes. That's interesting. Okay, here's the mobs. They are actually spawn eggs instead of the items they have nowadays. So that is interesting. All these are this. This looks like a parrot egg, but it's not. Oh my goodness, there's still kind of a lot of mobs, honestly. In fact, there was some that I don't even have today. This is going to be really interesting. Oh, the Ironsides, I remember them. They had those in 1.12, but they just didn't work properly. Alright. Maybe I should save the TARDISes for last, I don't know. But here's the TARDIS command block. You can put in a command, okay? Let's do say hi. Okay. And it looks like the original TARDIS. Oh, that is so cool. And I think, yeah, the lamp on top's even a bit off-center, which is just a funny little detail. That was wrong, and it's got the weird signage. It's cool in its own weird way. And then we click this, and it'll just say hi. So yeah, you could obviously run commands with these, and in a later version, I believe they made it to where you can change the sign text when they actually had that be HD. Let's see Bessie, the Third Doctor's car. I think this was really buggy back then. And I think it just turned on its own too. That's a little questionable. But yeah, this model is so nostalgic for me, even though it's kind of bad, honestly. Anyway, let's try and ride this thing. So yeah, this was, I think they added Bessie before they even had horses in Minecraft, so this is cool. Like, it doesn't use like horse AI or anything. Yeah, this is cool, honestly. I like how in like the newer 1.12 editions, you're actually like offset, so you're actually like sitting in the driver's seat, and then you can have like multiple people in the seats. You know what? It's weird how it goes up blocks, because it like climbs them like a spider almost. I think there was some version where you could just climb straight up a wall. Like, let's see if we can climb that. That would be weird if they had that. Oh, there we go. It's the glitchy version. There was another glitch where like you get out and it would like just respawn you back where you were before, and that appears to be what just happened. So let's like move over here and see if we'll end up back there. Yep. So this is the very glitchy version of Bessie, which is just funny to me. I remember just seeing so many videos on these versions and then just like wanting to have the mod so bad, but obviously, like I said, I didn't get it till update 40. So let's experience some of the mobs, I suppose. The original mobs, like the 60s Dalek. Again, we have 3 TARDISes. Weird names too. TARDIS 9th, 10th, TARDIS, and the TARDIS. Kinda weird. Alright, let's just spawn a couple of these. Man, this is gonna be so cool. So, the 60s Daleks. I think there's a couple of variants. Yeah. The original variants. They were like so weird, but like kinda cool. I don't know, like, I think the gold one, this is the original one with like the gold on it. And I don't understand where the frick the gold came from. Like, none of them have gold in the color schemes, so it's kind of weird. It's just like so basic of a model. Like, look at the gun and everything. I love this in like so many, like, it's just strange, but I love it. The drone Dalek. Oh, this is the one where they have the better models. Like, these are just the same models as this, but this is when they slightly updated it. Oh, and they've even got better guns. That's surprising. Oh, they had this weird glitch too, where they had like the box inside their head that I think was just part of the neck that would stick out. And then the Eternal, that's the same. Wonder if they have all the Paradigm, because like for a while I think they only had these two. And then like the movie Daleks, they look pretty neat. And then even the oh, the Minecraft music playing. Hope that's not too loud for y'all. Got the gold, like, 2005 Daleks. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. Alright, let's move on. Empty Child. Oh, this actually, like, converts villagers in this version, I think. As do the Cybermen. They're, like, not as glitchy as these kind of things are today. Autons, Cybermen. Okay, there's the Empty Child. He's pretty standard. Except I think he can actually infect villagers, like I said. Oh. There we go, the Daleks are going after it too. Yeah, listen to that. They only have like one sound effect for the Daleks too. Oh, did it get... What happened to it? Oh! This is the version where it like explodes into a skeleton on the ground. That is just the funniest thing. And they're like all individual entities, which is why they have shadows. I don't know like what happens to these. They just like despawn over time. I don't know. That is like so cool though, and funny. I want to see that again. This is so funny. And like, look at the lasers. They're kind of weird. They're so loud. They're just killing each other. Wow. That is just so cool. And look at that. The Dalek ain't aiming against the kind of older ones. That is so cool. I love that skeleton feature. Cybermen. I think this is probably the classic design. Like, I don't know if they had the new ones at this point. But yeah, this is like the Earthshock ones, and it looks so weird, but like so cool at the same time. Oh, they even have the walking sounds. Somehow I find that surprising, even though I'm pretty sure they were supposed to have them. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they'll fight Daleks in this version. Let's try it. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see who wins. Probably, yep, no contest, the Dalek. I'm pretty sure they were kind of overpowered in this version. Anyway, clockwork droids. They're pretty standard how they basically are nowadays, except I think they have like 3 different variants in 1.12. So, yeah. Only had one back in these days. The Autons, they're pretty standard, but I like how in 1.16, not only do they have loads of different skins, but also the hand can be in like a normal position, and it can also kind of open up like that. So yeah, they definitely improved the Autons and have like a structure specific to them now, which I think was my suggestion, so that's cool. But this is cool just seeing like the original Autons. I think like Cybermen and Dalek actually fight Autons in the new version, but I don't think that was a thing back then. Another Cyberman egg. Oh, these are the new series ones, I see. I don't think they could shoot back then. I think they just exclusively punch their enemies. Let's try it on the Dalek. Yeah, it's just gonna do melee attacks. The Dalek still wins. Cyber Leader, he's just standard. I think in later versions he's actually a boss, which is cool. Maybe we could check that out if you all want to see another video of me checking out an older version of the mod. Stone Dalek. That is hilarious. I remember this. It has like a lower pitch version of the normal sound, and it says it a lot. And you can see, like, the Stone Dalek was always one of my favorites because it was kind of unique in that respect. And if you look at, like, the attachments, it's going to be loud, but if you look at the attachments, they're actually, like, kind of lopsided. And, like, the eye stalk, too. Looks like it's missing a ear light, too. But this is based off, like, Pandoric Open's Big Bang, I believe. So, yeah, that was always one of my favorite variants. And then I was sad because in 1.8, I believe it was buggy, and then I don't think it was even in 1.12. So, yeah, justice for Stone Dalek. It is back now. Yay. Special Weapons Dalek. Pretty standard, but, like, it doesn't have the rotating turret, and then, it just looks simpler, you know? Simpler model, simpler textures. I like it, you know? The original, and yet still terrifying, possibly even more terrifying, Special Weapons Dalek. Let's grab a Cyberman. I want to show this off, just for fun. I don't think it has, like, sounds. Hello? Okay. So I don't know, maybe it didn't shoot, like, actual explosive lasers, it just kind of exploded. Imperial Daleks, they side with the special weapons. They still look pretty neat. I don't think these models are actually too bad for them. Renegade Daleks, they're gonna fight, I think. I'm so glad that in like a recent update they actually re-added that, which is just so sweet. I like the laser models, even if they're not amazing. K9, and I think he's a little different. You can, he doesn't spawn tamed, so you need to like right-click him to tame him. If he's gonna fight the Dalek, will he? Oh, he will if I punch it. I see. I think he can shoot lasers? No? What's he do to the Dalek? Oh, there you go. And it makes like a snowball sound. That is weird. K9 was like weird but cool in this version. Okay, so the two Supreme Daleks, they look neat. And then we can just get the rest of the paradigm in here. Huh, don't honestly look too bad, honestly. Weeping Angel, I want to test this. Yeah, I can't really test it necessarily. Oh, you can punch them. And is it just... It's a lot of knockback, wow. Why is the, like, knockback so high when I'm hitting it? That's weird, especially since it's literally a stone statue. Okay, let's see if this works. I think it's faster than on the new version. It's kind of scary. Oh, and it, like, turns toward you. Yeah, it isn't really as effective in that respect, but it does only really move when you look away, which is nice, obviously. That works better in 1.12 at least. I think there was some version where you can only hit it with, like, a pickaxe and stuff. Do the snowman first. Yeah, he is pretty standard. I think he just... The Weeping Angel is still after me. It follows you in creative. That's really weird, honestly. I wish I had known that. Okay, Weeping Angel, help me display the snowman, please. Okay, so the snowman, I think he only hits you if you, like, walk up to him. I'm not going to test that because I don't want to die. You should do, like, a snow sound when you hit him. That would have been better, but, I mean, I can't complain. This is a very old version. The Marine Dalek, they re-added this in 1.12 recently, too, and I was, like, really excited about it. Weeping Angel, are you insisting on helping with this mod review? Thank you. But yeah, he's neat, and I don't think it even, like, attacks and is just kind of a bit buggy. Let's try putting it in the water. I wonder if the Weeping Angel's coming after us. Oh, it seems to have lost interest. Oh, and the Marine Dalek was, like, dying up there, because it's not in the water. Alright, let's put it in the water so it can survive and swim around. I don't think they attacked, though, which is kind of weird. Anyway, Movie Dalek, Red, Ice Warrior. I like the old Ice Warriors. They're so, like, basic. They're, like, kind of weird, but neat at the same time. The unit personnel. Okay. This is a weird one, because, like, it's literally just a unit person. Are there variants? No, there was no variants at this time. I think there was. There was even, like, a Brigadier variant, which is cool. But, I guess there are no variants, and it's just kind of these people. They did literally nothing, and I think the team's, like, idea for them was to have them, like, spawn in their own structures, but that never happened. I wish that had happened. That would have been, like, so cool. And yet these guys, I think I asked, like, the Sword team a while back, and they said they're not going to re-add these, which makes sense, but it would have been, like, the coolest thing to actually have, like, the structures for them to spawn in, and then you could, like, recruit them to, like, fight for you. I think that was the original idea. So, yeah, that would have been so cool. And then, like, back to more Daleks, I guess. The 80s Dalek looked alright. The slats look a little weird on this one. Nether Daleks, I like that, actually. How it's just, like, a straight-up netherrack texture and a like, glowstone. I actually really like the old Nether Daleks. Are they faster than normal ones? I don't know if that was intentional. Ender Daleks, I think they can actually teleport, which is just the coolest thing. Oh! There it goes! Where is it? I don't know, but, oh, there it is. I think, yeah. That is so cool. They can actually, like, teleport. That is so cool. I wish they'd kept that in. And then same with the Ender Special Weapons Dalek, which is, like, the scariest thing ever. Teleporting Special Weapons Dalek. Come on, teleport for us. Does it get scared of water? No, it's not like an Enderman in that respect. Okay, the Adipose, when they re-added it in 1.12 for a while, it had the exact same model as it did, and I think, yeah, this was one of the first things Sam made for the mod, I think. He made the Adipose model, and you couldn't tame them back then, could you? No, they were just kind of passive mobs. They didn't do anything otherwise. Empty NPC is just the same thing as the Empty Child. There's just one variant. And then Suicide Dalek, it's basically the same as it is. This is still in the mod to this day. This is a better looking texture. But yeah, this thing, it just explodes randomly when you're fighting it. And to this day, that is still how it works, which is cool. I like the things that are still consistent to this day, which is not much, obviously, especially since the reboot for 1.16. So yeah, let's just keep going a little bit more. Got some mobs, some of which are in 1.16 and 1.12, some aren't. Movie Daleks. Clara, that is awesome. That is so cool that I actually had this as a mob at one point. The Weeping Angels still following us. Okay, you're gonna be our companion, you know? Screw Clara. you're the real companion, Weeping Angel. But yeah, Clara's basically the same, because she'll literally just follow you everywhere you go. As a name tag. Oh, there was one version where there was like a GUI when you click, and you could like change the skin and stuff. I wish they had that. That would have been so cool. Do the Daleks attack her? I wonder. Let's try it with this Pilot Dalek, which that's a variant they don't have anymore. Yeah, and it's got like two suckers because it's like well, it's a pilot. Makes sense. Yeah, let's yeah. So we got two companions for this video. Zygon. Oh, the old Zygon models. They look so like weird, but they're good at the same time. Could they? No, they couldn't transform into anything at the time. That'd be cool if they could. It's weird how they had the bent elbows. And then Santarans, they just have like the classic series variant. Thank you, YouTube, for helping me out with this. And then the Silence, yeah, they're kind of weird. Oh, look at that. You can like barely see the face. That's kind of unfortunate. Like creepy fingers though. So the Whispermen, oh, they're neat, and their heads kind of stick out of their hats, so that's annoying. The Jail Guards, they're weird, but I'm glad they re-added them into 1.12. Probably won't be in 1.16. The Cleaner, that's probably never getting re-added. That's just from like Paradise Towers, I think. Bit of a weird addition to the mod, but I always thought it was kind of cool in its own way. The Time Lords, with sort of decent models and textures. They don't have like the guard variant in this version, but they're fine. They don't do anything. And then the Invasion Daleks, the base is like way bigger than it should be. It's kind of weird. What Daleks did is they had like rare drops of Dalek parts, and then you could use them to craft the Ironside Dalek, which, as you can imagine, was the like the one from Victory of the Daleks. And it's actually tameable in this version, and it'll like help you. Oh no! Don't kill our Weeping Angel companion, please. That would suck if he did that. But yeah, it's basically just a tameable Dalek, which is neat. Okay, Forest in a Box. I think this is another thing that Matt said is not getting re-added, which Sucks, because I kind of liked this, as weird as it was. But basically, this is our first kind of dimension that we can go to, so we right-click on this, and it should take us to an alternate dimension. Aha! Is it working? Here we go. And yeah, it's just an infinite taiga biome, basically, in reference to, what's the episode? The, Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe, I believe. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, and then we can just go back like that. That's simple enough. River's Diary. This is the closest thing they had to regeneration in this version. Did it spawn 2 of the boxes? That's weird. Okay, this is the closest thing we had to regeneration in this version. Yeah, you right click and you like do like a particle and like regenerate into the first Doctor, second, third. These like skins are honestly, they're not terrible, but they're honestly kind of scary at the same time. Like look at 10, he's just like staring into your soul. 11, basically UDWF1, and 12. And then back to myself. So yeah, that's neat, I guess. The TARDIS key, obviously it has something to do with the TARDIS. It's a little different than how it works nowadays. Dalekanium and steel armor, that's still in the game. Dalekanium sword, Ace's baseball bat. I'm surprised that's remained in the mod so long, because it's kind of random, but cool at the same time. Oh, we got steel ingot, Dalekanium nugget, and Dalekanium ingot. Huh, it's interesting, and they got the original texture for that. Kind of looks weird. And then here we have some like Dalek mod specific stuff. Clothing. This is all pretty much the same as it is today for the ones that are actually in the mod today. Like the gas mask is non-functional. Clara, what are you doing? The gas mask is non-functional. The rest of these, they just kind of look neat. The Dalek is like a Dalek costume, so I'm kind of curious about that. Ace's jacket, top hat. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Oh, it actually, like, affects you with invisibility when you wear it. I remember there was a version where it didn't do that, and they said they wanted to add that, just so that it looked right. Because it doesn't actually, like, remove your player model. It just, like, puts this Dalek model on top of you. And you can kind of tell, because that's the item. It's kind of funny. But yeah, this is kind of neat little feature. I don't want to be a Dalek for the remainder of the video, though. Okay, gadgets. Oh, there's only a couple gadgets. There's like so many nowadays, we just kind of take it for granted, honestly. And then a couple different sonic screwdrivers. I'm curious about those. Let's pick those up. Alright, Nitro 9, I think, yeah, it's obviously an explosive. I think it works more similarly to the new one, I think, than the 1.12 one. It doesn't throw the blocks or anything. I think it just... Yeah, there's not even a delay. That's kind of scary. I think they had a delay later on. Vortex Manipulator. Oh, wait. I forgot. This, takes you to Minecraft Classic, I think. I don't think you can even go there with the TARDIS. You just need this. Oh, this is cool, though. Like, it doesn't have a lot of, like, features going for it. It's kind of just some rather basic generation. Sheep spawn here. I don't know if they do that. They don't do that in the new version from what I've seen, which kind of sucks. I wish they did. Did I see the, oh, the Steve mobs, they're still in. They're hilarious. And they have the random usernames. Ah, this is, like, so nostalgic. Question. Oh, you can't even hit them. Wow. Because I guess there just wasn't health back then. No, you can't press B to open the classic inventory. Ah, this is still cool, though. Okay, I need my Vortex Manipulator back so we can go back to the future. Alright. Sonic Blaster, what did this do? Oh, it just kind of gave you the block. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it even works for grass. That's actually kind of funny. I didn't expect that. But yeah, it just gives you the block. I don't know if it had infinite durability. It might have. Sonic Screwdrivers, let's look at all of them. So this is the kind of 4th Doctor one. I mean, it kind of looks decent, but it's like absolutely enormous. That is terrifying. Yeah, and then this is like the 8th Doctor one from like, I think like Big Finish or maybe a comic book, I don't really remember, but it's neat, I guess, one of the better models. And then the original 9th and 10th screwdriver. And they all have like the sound effect, which I think is the same across all of them. Yeah. These basically, they did like redstone, and then the original 11th Doctor screwdriver, it was so basic. Like, it's hard to believe I ever thought this was even like a good model. And like, it's even glitchy on the texture on the back, that's weird. But like, I thought this was so cool back then, but it's like basic compared to what we have now. Yeah, I need to not diss it quite so much. Let's move on. TARDIS blocks. This is just decorational stuff. The bookshelves, I remember these. Oh, the floor grates, the old roundel, like the 10th Doctor roundel, the monitor. We'll see most of these when we go into the actual TARDIS itself. But, like, this is all they had in terms of TARDIS decorations back then. And then what are these? Just dimensional blocks? Okay. Oh, you can actually go to Cave Game in this version? I think what you do is you, like, shift right-click with the Vortex Manipulator to go to Cave Game. Gears. The gears are still in the mod to this day, which I just find amazing. Anyway, let's place them on the bookshelves just because I want to see them. Oh man, I loved these. They were so cool, just like these three-dimensional bookshelves. I kind of wish they still had those, honestly. These like 10th Doctor TARDIS floors, I think they make like a sound. Yeah, listen to that. You can kind of hear like a little metal grate sound. That is so cool. They should have re-added that sound, but it's too late now because they don't have that interior even anymore. It'll probably be re-added 1.16, honestly. I like these roundels. They're just kind of weird and like not great. And then these are the classic roundels, and yeah, the name is so like messed up. Why does this one have like a space in the name? That's just weird. Okay, but like these are like 3D kinda. Yeah. Okay, so you can kind of see they got like a little like 3D effect going. I remember being really happy when they re-added these to the later versions too, and then finally the gear, just because I'm curious. Does it not? Oh, here we go. Yeah, it doesn't do the thing where it like makes you fly into the air or anything. I don't think it does anything in this version. It just looks really cool and has like a cool animation. Okay, yeah, you shift right click and that'll take you to Cave Game. Here we go. So we got Cave Game and we got the Cave Game grass, which makes a stone sound, and then you got the cobblestone, which is just so weird. Anyway, this is like really cool. I think it like went on infinitely too, which is interesting. I wonder if we can just right click to go back to the overworld. Yeah, thought so. Alright, finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's look at the TARDISes. Let's place down the 9th and 10th TARDIS. Hello? Is it gonna work? There we go. Oh, it actually does have the HD text, so I guess it's just the command block that didn't. But yeah, this is interesting and kind of neat looking. Anyway, this one I guess is probably the 11th Doctor. Yeah, and it even had like an HD ambulance badge thing. That is just like really cool to me, honestly. Oh, that's cool. I somehow didn't know about that. The flashing lamp. I think I remember when that was added, but like I don't know. I just didn't expect it to be in this version. Okay. And it's kind of neat because you can technically have as many TARDISes as you want, because I think it just generates the exact same interior every single time. They didn't even bother with the frickin' text on this one. These old exteriors are just so nostalgic to me. You'll remember me just like completely like going crazy when I re-added them, because I loved it so much. Okay, you just right click and you go directly inside, I guess. Doesn't even have a door animation. Okay, here's the 10th Doctor TARDIS. No interior hum or anything, this old door model. And then, oh, that luscious sound. I really like that sound. Anyway, here's the monitor, and it actually shows, like, the time. Wow, that's actually, like, the real-life time. That's actually kind of crazy. Oh, and then you can just right-click, TARDIS set for Skaro. And then can we just walk outside? I'm curious. Okay, we are on Skaro, if it'll load. Hello? Oh, it actually has like the materializing animation, except it's just weird because it literally plays it after you've stepped out of the TARDIS, which is just so weird. You can't summon the TARDIS, so I wonder what the key does. Does the key do anything? It might not do anything, because you can't summon it, I know that. Am I on a block? I am stuck in a block. That's not really very pretty. Let's see, does this do anything? No, the key does nothing. That is weird. Alright, the sky's just purple. And then you got suicide Daleks galore. Are all these Daleks just suicide Daleks? That is weird and terrifying. Yeah, Skaro was like so bland. This is literally the whole thing. That's all it looked like back then. We can literally just place another TARDIS because like they all only had like one interior each at the time, which is just so weird. So if you had like a multiplayer server, you just had to share a TARDIS. So let's try its classic one next. Oh, this is the one with the piston clock. I think I remember talking about this when I saw it. Let's turn that off just so we don't get as much lag. But we're still getting lag from these 3D roundels, yeah. I think that's why they removed them in the first place, because they cause lag. And obviously this piston does too. But yeah, this is the old classic TARDIS. Yeah, like I used to think this was so accurate, and yet obviously the door's wrong. Like the whole shape of the thing's wrong too. Like it's a square, and it's like, what interior is this based on, you know? Because it doesn't look like any. Like the roundels look like maybe Hartnell, but then it's got these pillars like, I don't know, like Baker, and then there's like no other details to like distinguish it and like tell you what classic TARDIS it is. It's just generic classic TARDIS, defined just by the uppy downy time rotor and the roundels. It's kind of funny though, honestly. Yeah, let's go in the final TARDIS to go to the next planet. Oh, did the TARDIS actually emit light? That's interesting. Huh. Okay. And this is this interior. Oh man, I love this one. This is like one of my all-time favorites. And it's got these monitors too, and this weird time rotor that's actually kind of cool. It's got all like the rooms too. And I think, yeah, this is where the 3D bookshelves are for, which is like so cool. I love this TARDIS, honestly. It's just so cool. And I love that it had all the rooms, because like none of the other ones had rooms. And like these days they don't really either. Okay, Trenzalore. And you can literally just walk out, which I just find just so funny. Literally just walk in, right click, walk out. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Stone Daleks spawn on this planet, and that would have been very dangerous to just have them spawn right next to you. Okay, yeah, and this is before, like, Update 57, obviously. But, like, obviously, Skaro just has, like, one biome now, and it's taking so long to load in. I think because of the lava is just so laggy. But honestly, this is way less laggy than friggin' the new Dalek mod ever was. Like, and it's got these graves too, with like Rufus, that's funny. Now let's move on to Gallifrey. I think this is the last planet they have in the mod at the time. Let's see. The Minecraft music is so weird. Oh yeah, the two suns. Alright, here we are in Gallifrey, and it was so basic at the time. Basic terrain. This is what the grass looks like. It's not even red. The leaves are the right color, though. Kudos for that. The trees are different than in the 1.12 versions, and then they've got the cool sky. And I think if you like edit your lighting settings, this has like a face in it, which is a weird reference. But yeah, this is kind of it. Except I think you can go to the Citadel. I think it's like 300, 300 maybe. Is this where the Citadel is? I have no idea. Oh yeah, here it is! And it like instantly loads in, because like the structures work differently back then. But oh my goodness, it's enormous! I think it's... no. Is it bigger than it was? The dome part's bigger, but in 1.12 they had like the actual like outer parts too. And they got this like hole in it for some reason. I don't know why, I don't think that's accurate. But I could be wrong. Oh, I want to check this out. Oh, that's a bug. Just got grass inside. That tower's so thin. How's anyone supposed to fit in there? And I think you can, like... yeah, I don't think these have anything in them. I'm, like, trying to sprint and I can't. Yeah, these don't really have anything in them. I think it's this one, though, that has, like, a capital inside of it or something. I think this is, like, a piston door. Oh, and surprisingly, it actually works. Yeah, sometimes that just didn't work, if I recall correctly. And then, I'm surprised Time Lords aren't spawning here. I think they're supposed to. This is bringing back so many flashbacks to, like, the old update videos, but, like, they had diamond blocks for chairs. Man, the Time Lords are rich, man. They are just rich. Okay, and then you can go up here, and then you can go all the way up here. Okay, and now we're at the top of the Citadel. So yeah, I mean, the Citadel's okay. It's like, it's too big, because like, honestly, it has so little in it, actually, that it's like, why even make it this big? And it's like, it's barely even an accurate shape. Like, there's so much wrong with it, and yet I love it. Which is just so funny. Anyway, that's really I think that's everything in this version of the mod. Again, I don't even know what version it is, so I kind of can't check, and the update video doesn't exist anyway. It's probably like update like 23, I think. I'm trying to remember, but again, the video doesn't exist, so it's kind of hard to say. But yeah, this has been my video looking back on one of the original Dalek mod versions. I was going to do a 1.5 version, but friggin' Forge didn't want to work. Let me know, though, if you want me to play more of these older versions. It's just so cool and nostalgic to like look back on all this. It's like it's evolved so much that it's just cool to see the mod progress over the years. I think that's everything for my Dalek mod 1.6.4 review. Or not. It's not even like a review, it's just experiencing it all for the first time. This is cool. Yeah, that's all though. I've been Tivo2. Be sure to subscribe, to follow my Instagram, Tivo2IT, to follow my Twitter, which is also Tivo2IT, to join my Discord, and lastly, to have a nice day. It is so weird just seeing a Steve. Goodbye.